visual idea. Maybe sit on the chair or sit back a little bit. There's another big visual idea with comparing fractions. Okay. So when you're comparing fractions, you can look at it this way. Notice what happens when I go from 1/2 to 1/3. So 1/2 is about this, right? And 1/3 is about this. I want you to think about the denominator here, the bottom number. Okay. What's the relationship of the size of the parts when the denominator increases? Turn and talk to your blue partner. What do you think the relationship to the size of the parts, how does it change when the denominator increases? Look at the size, guys. Okay, when the denominator increases, what happens to the size of the parts here? Yes, sir. The pieces get smaller, so the cuts get more cuts, right? More separations. The pieces get smaller. So when I compare a fraction like 1, let's say 1/10, and 1/3, without drawing it out, can you explain which is greater and why? Yes, sir, in the back. And those 10 pieces are what size related to the 3 pieces? The pieces are much smaller, right? With 10 pieces. So if you were to look at it, I'll draw another bar here, I guess. I'll just do this, right? Visually, eyes up, please. I got a lot of eyes down. Eyes up, please. Eyes up, please. This is visual work here, right? So what our friend in the back said is, we know that the number of pieces when there's 10 pieces, there's more pieces, which means the whole hasn't changed. So you'll notice like the size of the whole hasn't changed. But since there's more pieces, the pieces are much smaller, right? Are we okay with that? Thumbs up, thumbs sideways, thumbs down. Okay. And then one more thought about this. Let's say I have 7/10 and 2/3. Okay. Without seeing me draw this, how could you explain which is greater? Just knowing the number of the denominator and knowing that it's one way. Yes, ma'am. So you think, okay, so the thirds have bigger pieces, but what does that mean if we're thinking like in a backwards way, right? Since can I say that it needs, oh, I'm sorry, I said 7/10. I should have said 9/10. Excuse me. Does that change your thinking? Tell me about that. Okay. Since there's more, right? Think about what it means from when you think about if this is 0 and 1 and 0 and 1 whole. How about reverse thinking? What's your thought here, sir? Okay. And how would you justify that knowing the size of the parts? No, without coloring it in. That was my directions, without coloring it in. Okay. That's a good thought. Yes, sir.
I would like switch it that the white pieces would be the numerator and the like dark pieces would be the whole.
Okay, so that thought process is what he's saying is now he's thinking the denominator, because it's a larger number, the pieces are much smaller, right? So what does that mean with how close it is to the one whole? because this piece is smaller, like this 1/10 that we need it, is much smaller than the 1/3, right? That it would be much closer to the 1 whole. How are we with that? Okay, it's kind of an abstract way to think about it, but um, you can use it to your advantage if possible. Okay. Okay. So here's what we're gonna have to do.